Hey you guys, it's your girl, the Empress 555, and I'm coming to you with another one. So you already know Spirit is in the building, okay? So we're gonna start. Why am I hearing nights like this? I wish that raindrops will fall. Let it rain on me. Ooh, ooh. I need to see that movie, okay? That's my shit. Stuff. Anyway, y'all, look. Judgment. All I can say is that Spirit is in the building, okay? There is some judgment somebody is using their judgment now. They are. They were not at first. They were using other things for judgment. But they are using their judgment right now. They are putting things into perspective. They are understanding what's going on with them. And that's, you know what I'm saying? That's all we can ask for. Okay. Hold on, I haven't got 3 messages from this. With the Judgment card. So you have Judgment, 7 of Cups, and the Magician. 7 of Cups and the Magician and Judgment. Yeah, somebody is using their judgment on these options right now. They like, you know what? All of these options that I manifest, they just don't do it for me. They just don't do it for me. Somebody was like, what am I doing this for? Somebody don't even know why they were doing the things they were doing with the people that they were doing it with. You know what? And with this Magician card, I just feel like if you look closely, don't mind it, y'all. But if you look closely, it's candy over here. Somebody made all of those options. You know, I feel like they made it in their head that, oh, all of this is sugar over here, but it really was salt. And so, or somebody made it look like it was good, but look at the fire around it. They're going to burn your ass, okay? All right? And so, that's what happened. This person is like, all of these judgments that I have made, all of these decisions I made with these people, I need to move forward from it with the 6 of Swords. I need to move forward. I need to do what's best for me. I need to nurture and care for myself. That's what somebody is saying right now. I'm hearing that this is a woman, yeah. You had a lot of options. Some woman had a lot of options, okay? And you were playing the field. Come on with it. Come on. You were playing the field just like men do. You were playing the field, and then I sense that you were playing the field because, yeah, somebody brought you some confusion, had you thought you missed out on the opportunity, so somebody went to go wild out, okay, with all these options. And you manifest a lot of options, but you had to cut them off, okay, with the Queen of Swords. You had to cut these options off because nobody was adding up to the Emperor. Nobody was giving you that Emperor feel. Nobody was giving you that boss. Nobody was giving you that passion. Nobody was giving you anything that was intriguing to you, okay? Come on now, feminines. So my divine feminines, y'all stepped out a little bit. Y'all stepped out a little bit because you got tired of dealing with somebody who was treating you as an option. Yeah. You build up plenty of walls, okay? You were like, okay, look, I'm just not going to sit around and be somebody's fool. But you understand that what happened in the past with you and someone else was really real. It was really a soulmate type situation. And this is for divine feminine. I'm hearing that we always on here talking about divine masculines, but this is a divine feminine that was in her divine masculine's energy, and she was doing the things that divine masculine does. Okay, she had a lot of options, and she played herself in the end because the truth came out about her juggling. Okay, yeah, this woman was juggling. Yeah, and the thing is, somebody ended it with you because you were juggling too many men. Yeah, somebody ended it with you. Or you ended it with somebody else because you wanted to reconcile with the person that really you cared about, the person that you really wanted to be around. Wow. So show me what I need to see, please, and thank you, Spirit. Yeah, this divine feminine, yeah, you were walking around in your Knight of Wands energy, real talk. And then you decided, you know what? I'm being too much in my toxic energy. It's becoming too much of a burden to keep up with all these men. It's becoming too much of a burden to deny my true self or what I want. It's just becoming too much of a burden. I want to be free. I want a new beginning. I want to be stable with my emperor. I want to go back to the person who was treating me well. I do know that this is my twin flame and I'm supposed to marry this person. And I broke this person's heart. This is a feminine. So now you're observing yourself. You're sitting around and you're taking inventory on yourself right now because you feel like, okay, damn, I kind of did make the wrong choices for myself. I kind of did step ahead of myself. I wasn't supposed to do that. Yeah, observing. Told you. Hangman. You're closing your eyes and you're listening to your heart and you're listening to your intuition. You're listening to the pit of your stomach. You're listening to what's going on because you know that you made mistakes and now you know where your happiness is, and it kind of tears you up. It kind of puts you in a depressed mode because you went back into your shadow side because you were upset about some things that wasn't working out with your divine counterpart. Yeah, you're watching your divine counterpart. Okay, what really messed you up was Page of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles. You was watching this person give somebody else a long-term stability or trying to give somebody else a long-term stability. That's what pushed you out there in your shadow side. Yeah. So now you're trying to retreat because you're feeling a lot of loss and regret, and you're trying to balance yourself back out because you kind of lost your mind for a minute. You like, look, forget it. I'm going to do me while they do them. And you were trying to match that person's action, but you shut it down quickly because Spirit was telling you this is not the way that you're supposed to be going. Okay? You knew that you were headed down the wrong path once again because we've all had our shadow side. We've all had our karmic moments. So you knew where you were headed. And the fact that you caught yourself, Spirit is saying you're blessed. You're going to be blessed for that. You went through a moment. Like I said, on this journey, we are all learning every day, and we're going to be triggered. Now, we may trigger to go off on somebody, do something bad or anything like that. But if you bring yourself back from it, you will get respect from God, because this is what it's about, these lessons that we're supposed to learn. Now, if you kept going on a rampage, then you would have received some karma. Okay? And you're still receiving a little karma now because you're in your depressed mode about it. Although somebody did something, it was like you did a vindictive act. Somebody did something to me, I'm going to do something to them. No, it's like we got to get out of that. We got to get out of that. Yeah, because you know what? You've been shown that you were being greedy. Spirit was showing you that you were being greedy. You were being greedy at that point in time. Spirit was showing you that this is not something that you really want to do. You need to choose yourself. You need to choose love for yourself. And you was at a you were at a crossroad. You were. But you knew you were facing karma if you kept going. You're at a crossroad. And some of you may have even had a pregnancy scare, thought you were pregnant, or got pregnant, and you feel like that's bad karma because you got pregnant. And some of you got pregnant and want to work it out with this person. The person want to work it out with you and have a rebirth and step out there and take the leap of faith with you. But you have, you have your own, you have your own decisions that you have to make. And I feel like somebody is contemplating on whether they're going to have this child or not. Yeah, and I don't think you may have it because the King of Swords is out here. You may cut off all of that. Which is going to cause some confusion because somebody wants to work with you. But it's like, I don't want to work with you. I want to do what I have to do. I was making a mistake. And so your mistake kind of landed you as with a baby. And somebody has gotten the same karma that, yeah, because you have to get karma anyways, is what Spirit is saying. But it won't be as bad as it could have been if you kept going. But the thing is, you did the same thing that the masculine did. The masculine got somebody pregnant. You went and got pregnant. And somebody thought that was going to balance out the scales too. I don't think you did it intentionally, but it happened like that for a reason. God was trying to show you something. Yeah, Ace of Cups, new love. You're about to get justice with a new lover. Okay. Spirit is saying this divine feminine is about to get blessed with a new lover because of the secrets that you both had going on in your commitment. In your connection, the divine feminine and divine masculine in this connection. The secrets that you had were too tough, and I don't think that you all want to even face the truth and face the matter. I feel like you two want to keep living in a dream world as if it didn't happen and you don't want to talk about it, or you just can't bring yourself to talk about it. So I think this divine masculine and this divine feminine are parting their ways right now. Although you want to hold on to each other, you're parting your ways right now. Yeah, and some of you are going to start a family with somebody else, okay? Some of you are going to start a new passionate beginning with somebody else, a new family with somebody else. It's with somebody that you were just having sex with. But you're going to grow to love this person, though. You don't love this person yet because your divine masculine still has your heart. Whew. All right. Show me what's going to happen between the divine feminine and divine masculine in this connection in the near future. And I'm just heard these may be thoughts that are going on in your head that since you got pregnant, I know this person's not going to want me anymore. I don't want to say that, but Spirit is saying that you are going to have an abortion, and the masculine will never know. And it worked out like this because this person, that baby, I keep saying it, that baby isn't this masculine's baby. So the baby that you're carrying, I'm hearing miscarriage or abortion. But this is for a divine feminine who does not want the child anyway, okay? And I'm not judging on that anyway, because you can make a mistake and you're like, fuck, I made a mistake and I don't really want this person. And so I don't believe in children being born if you're not going to take care of them, period. Or if you're going to have a vendetta against them because of their parent, period. The reason why I say that because I have a mother that Spirit said, I didn't even know it was going to come out. Spirit said, I have a mother that act like she didn't care about me because of my father. So that's why I can say that to you. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'd rather not be here. No, God, I'm here for a reason. But don't do the child wrong due to what you've been doing with my father that I didn't even know before I got here. Period. You know, I didn't even know neither one of y'all. So it's like, I'm not saying that I'm an advocate for abortion, but I am saying that it is a choice that is very seriously, that I take very seriously. It is your choice. It is your choice. It is your choice. It is your choice. But some of you may not have a choice. Some of you may go ahead and have a miscarriage, okay? Yeah. You're definitely hiding this from this person. This person knows something is funny going on with you too. And you know, the divine counterpart is picking up on something. The male is picking up on something. Okay? What can we expect for the counterpart in the near future? Yeah, y'all gonna be lying to each other. Y'all gonna want to try to start a rebirth, but there are gonna be so many people in your business. And then don't tell everybody your business, okay? Because that's the problem too. We think we can confide in people, but you're gonna actually end up defending yourself from these people because these are dark energies, okay? So, what is the advice? What is the advice for this divine feminine who has clearly, you know, made a little mistake, just like the masculine made a little mistake? What? And I'm not saying children are a mistake, but the actions that we take, sometimes we don't understand what we're doing because we're so mad or we're so vindictive or that's why you don't do anything out of anger, okay? In my opinion. So, what is the advice, Spirit? Whew. Balance everything out. Okay? Balance yourself out. What is the advice, Spirit? Whew. Spirit is saying you might have to balance this out by lying because you already made your choice on what you're going to do. So you don't really have to tell anybody your choice. Just do it and talk to God about it and move on if that's the choice that you're going to make. Spirit said put an ending to it because you're going to get your soulmate. Yeah. It's going to be a transition happen. Okay? And the transition is going to happen for you and your soulmate. And the transition is going to happen for you, your body, when you get ready to, you know, the transition is going to happen. So Spirit is saying that, you know, do what you have to do for you. Okay? So that was a pretty different read. I don't even know what to say about it, but blessings to anybody who is caught in this situation. I pray that you are satisfied with whatever decision that you make, okay? I love you guys. I love you. Until we meet again. Peace.